Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to the Scan Tool Network video. In this video we're going to be doing a demonstration and comparison versus test between the launch CRP129e kit, which is right here, versus the Foxwell NT680 Pro kit, which is on the left hand side here. Two tools aimed at like kind of enthusiasts, and we'll go through all of the functions and to see whether, well, hopefully by the end of the video you should find out as to whether any of these tools or which one of these tools is more specific for your needs, your vehicle and your specific requirements. So the first thing I would talk about is the where to buy these tools. They are both genuine tools. Now if you use the links in the description below this video, you will find genuine 100% official products. Unfortunately there are fakes, there are clones on the market, which makes our job a lot harder, but providing you click the links in the description, you will be taken to genuine 100% official products. Now when it comes to pricing on these tools, there is quite a difference in price. So the launch tool on the right hand side here, that is currently priced at £215, that's about $290. When it comes to the Foxwell tool on the left hand side, this one is currently priced at £450 and that's about $608. So there is quite a difference in price between the two, but there is probably quite a good reason for that, which I will get into as well. Okay, I'm just trying to, I might have to rest this one on my knee at times to get them both in the shot there. Okay, so who are they aimed at? I touched on this before. I could say that both of these tools are generally aimed at home DIYers, home enthusiasts who want to look after their own cars and maybe have a few cars that they want to sort of maintain at all times. But both of these tools will do that. But this one, whoops, the Foxwell tool will additionally be suitable for kind of like small workshops, small garages, mobile mechanics, people who maybe have a lot of different vehicles and they don't know what kind of vehicle they're going to get in on a day-to-day basis. So I would say that they're both aimed at home DIYers. Additionally, this one can be used in a garage environment. Now they are both very hard wearing tools, as most of these tools are, to be honest with you. If you drop any of these, you know, they've got like a hard casing, so they are quite rugged and they will withstand any sort of drop off, or providing nothing sharp lands on the screens themselves. They're LCD screens, so you know they can break just like any other screen. And when it comes to manufacturer coverage, we'll use the launch tool first of all. So if we click onto diagnose, and then if we look at the manufacturers here on screen, what I'll do is I'll just scroll through them. It just gives us one big list. It doesn't sort of put them into sections. So if you need to pause this, then please do so. But all of the mainstream manufacturers are covered in there. And when it comes to the Foxwell tool, we need to scroll to, where are we? We need to scroll to Diagnostic, and then this puts them into different categories. So we can see America, we've got 3 options there. When it comes to Asia, hope you can see that, we've got these options here. Again, just pause the screen if you need to. Let's go to Chinese, and then let's go to European. So this tool does cover more manufacturers. You'll probably notice that this covers kind of quite high-end cars, including like Ferrari, Lamborghini, Aston Martin. This won't cover any of those. So if you've got high-end cars that you need to cover, then this one's probably the one for you. Now what about system coverage within those manufacturers? So this one here, the launch tool, will generally cover the main 4 systems, which are engines, airbags, ABS and transmission. It'll also cover any subsystems within those 4 different sections. So let's say for example we're in a BMW right now. This tool is hooked up to the vehicle. This tool is just hooked up to a laptop, and that's how we've got power to it. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. It depends on the vehicle, in all honesty. Some vehicles will only give you access to like the main 4 systems. Some will give you access to the main 4 systems plus sub systems within that section. So let's say for example the drive, we've got engine and transmission, but we've got 2 additional little systems here. The chassis, The main system is the ABS, but then we've got 3 other additional smaller systems. And then the body, you've got the SRS airbags, that's the main system, but then you've got a few other smaller systems. So that is for the launch tool. So essentially what you should really expect though is the main 4 systems: engines, airbags, ABS, transmission. For the Foxwell tool, I'm going to go in and see if I can get a list of coverage. So it obviously it depends on different vehicles, because different vehicles have different systems installed into them. But ultimately I think the Automaster Pro, the NT680 kit, this will cover all systems within those vehicles. So let's just load into this and see what information it will give us. See if it will let us get a list of the modules, control modules. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 systems, okay, or 8 categories, and within those, that's a comment. So within the drivetrain, for example, we've got lots of different systems there. In the chassis, we've got lots more here. It's basically going to cover absolutely everything, and I could go on. These lists just seem to go on and on, but obviously depending on the vehicle will depend on how many sort of systems you get access to. But one thing I would say in a nutshell is that this will cover the 4 main systems. This will cover absolutely every system. And when it comes to special functions, so if we go back to the main screen on both tools, for the launch tool we need to click on the reset option. So we've got brake reset, that's electronic parking brake, oil reset, steering angle sensor, electronic throttle relearn, and TPMS. For the Foxwell tool, we click on the maintenance menu, which is the equivalent, and we've got, I think we've got like 25 different options here. So we've got airbags, bleeding, battery, tyre change, clutch adaptation, CVT, DPF, electronic parking brake, evap test, gear learning, headlamp, injector coding, language change, odometer, oil reset, prime fuel pump, steering angle sensor, seat match, transmission oil, TPMS, TPS, AT adaptation, turbo, windows and doors. So there's 25 different, I think there's roughly 25, 26 different options there. With this tool though, one thing I would say is, although we've only got 5 in this menu here, if you click onto more, it does give you the option to buy a few more special functions depending on which one you want to go for. So it gives you the opportunity to purchase 10 additional special functions. So if you needed one of these and you didn't have it already in the tool, you know, they're quite cheap. It's like $16 there for one of them. So it's worth noting that you can buy additional functionality. None of these are wireless. You do need to hook a cable in the top of them to get access to the vehicle. So the cable runs from the tool itself into the vehicle OBD2 port. This is purely a touch screen. This one isn't a touch screen. You do need to use the buttons on screen there. Live data, both of them, you'll get live data, you'll get graphing live data as well. I'll just show you a quick example of that. Obviously I can only show you on this tool because this is hooked up to the vehicle, but you'll get live data, and you can get live data for like the engine system. You can get live data for the ABS systems, whatever you need to. So if you see the right hand side here, you just click on the data, and then if I put my foot on the accelerator, it's just going to give us a little bit of an idea of the fluctuations that we're now encountering. So if you wanted to see how a certain system is reacting when at idle, when under load, this is a good indication of how that particular system is operating. Updates for both of these tools are free for life. If you see anywhere offering you updates at a charge or a cost, then it's fake, it's not real. Go to the official websites. The beauty of this tool, actually, the launch tool, is that all updates are done on the tool itself. So if we click update here, then you need an internet connection, but it's telling us that there are 2 things which need to be updated there. So 2 upgradable software. Obviously, if something needed to be updated, then it would come up with a tick here, and you just do a one-touch update and it updates to your tool. But you do need an internet connection. This one, you do need to connect it to a computer. Help and support. This one will give you help and support through the seller, which is Diagnostic World, where again you'll see the link in the description to this tool below the video. This one you need to go to Amazon. To be honest with you, Amazon sellers, they're not great for support for these tools. What they'll generally do is if you've got a problem, they'll just say return it for a refund, which isn't great, but such is life. Print facility, you've got print facility on these tools as well. This one's a little bit long-winded. This one you need to do a report on the vehicle, which is easily done, and then you can send the report to your email address directly from the tool itself, which is quite good if you want to maybe give it to a customer or something like that. But I know that's not what this is aimed at, but there's nothing to stop you from doing that at all. This one has an internal battery, so if we took this cable out it would still operate because the internal battery, so you can go away, view data on the tool itself. This one you do need to hook it up to either the vehicle or a laptop to get power. So if we unclip this connector at the top, you'll see it just turns off, so I'll just put it back in there. Screen sizes, this is a 5-inch screen. That's I think that's a 5-inch screen as well, actually, or it might be a 4-inch screen. That one's a bit smaller, so it's a 4-inch screen and a 5-inch screen. And when it comes to languages, we'll go to settings for the Foxwell tool, language, and it's got quite a lot of different languages there, which is good. For this tool we go to settings, we go to language, and we've got some languages but not as many. And that's it. In a nutshell, that is the two tools side by side. So hopefully you've learned something from this video and what these tools will actually cover. The system functionality, the vehicle functionality and coverage, and also the special functions as well. So up to you really to decide which is best for your needs. Which one would I choose? Well, it all really depends. You know, if I was working in a garage environment and I didn't really know what I was going to get in from day to day, then I would definitely go for this one. I would also go for this one if I wanted to go into really deep diagnosis and you may be a little bit more advanced than sort of a home DIYer, then certainly this one would probably be best for your needs. But if you're a home DIYer, you know, you maybe just want to look after your car, and you know, maybe you've got a couple of other cars that you've got a keen interest in to look after, and you only really want to sort of go into the main systems, then this one is absolutely great for your needs as well. But again, I'm putting the links to both of these in the description below the video. They are genuine links, genuine kits. Be aware of fakes and clones because they do cost a lot less. They are set up on websites which appear to be official websites, but they're actually not, and they are scamming people left, right and centre because they are fake. So make sure you go through one of the genuine links in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.